all
They're
being
just
mean.
jealous.
They are jealous.
They're jealous.
Welcome to another episode of
Nerd Out.
I'm Randy. This is Brian, and we got a lot for you today, huh? It's been
Guess so,
it's been a wild week. I think the first thing we got to start with is the big dog, right? Should we just go right
Yeah,
into
dude, Starscream's pretty...
Starscream. I can't wait to see that, but we will get to that. Let's knock out the big guy. All right.
Let's talk about it.
So, got the Transformers Beast Wars masterpiece, Megatron.
I'm going to fondle while you talk.
All right.
I just need
Can
to
I
take it
tell
in.
you to be careful?
Yeah, I'm not going to do shit. I know he feels spindly to me. I don't like it.
No. Actually, that's one of the big issues is that, like, I feel like you have to be careful.
Yeah, this is totally... You wouldn't trust me to transform
I would not
this
trust
in
you
a million
to
years.
transform. I would not. I would not trust you to transform that. With that said, like, my thoughts on Dinobot were sort of mixed. Like, it was Dinobot was great, but I guess I misremembered the character because with Dinobot, it didn't look like the Dinobot that I visualized when I watched the show. I didn't feel he was that big. I felt like his upper body was too big, but I have gone back and it's probably right. Like, I've no, but it's just not the way I visualize him, and that's kind of weird, but I do judge the character based on how I remember him.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, yes, is the Beast Wars masterpiece Dinobot great? Yeah, it's great, but it's not. I don't love it. Whereas this Beast Wars Megatron, love it.
It's imposing. It looks imposing.
It is.
It looks imposing.
It is. This is a masterpiece. Like, this is what we come to expect. It's got die-cast metal. The plastic is great.
Where's the metal? I didn't even...
There's a lot.
I noticed like a piece in there, but I couldn't feel it.
Yeah. In his arms, there's some metal.
Yeah.
In the feet, there's some metal. I think the waist is metal. I mean, this is truly like, we got in this big argument, or not argument, but debate about Bandai versus Takara.
Yeah, that's not Bondi quality. No way.
Man.
No
See,
way.
I
That
disagree.
plastic feels like model plastic to me.
Whoa.
Dude,
I
that
disagree.
thing feels like I would break it by bending it.
Well, you
I
would
think
break
it looks
it.
cool.
Oh, man. Okay. I disagree with you.
Jiggle it. It'll move. Yeah, well, yeah, that's not master.
I mean, look.
Bondi doesn't do that.
All right, but here's the deal, and I'm going to go into that, is Bandai is making 1970s block robots, which literally have no...
Fair enough.
No intense mechanisms. This thing has to fold and fold and fold and fold and fold onto itself. And it's amazing. Like, it is amazing. Like, I know this isn't your type of Transformer.
Yeah.
But its transformation and how it goes from a beautiful dinosaur to this beautiful, accurate robot is truly groundbreaking.
I'm not saying that the engineering isn't good. I don't like the feel of it. Like, at all. Like, I picked it up and immediately scared the shit out of me.
It has a lot of thin panels. Like, some of those panels are paper thin.
Super light. This feels really thin here. It just feels light. Like, not a good light. Like,
I disagree.
it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful.
It does look beautiful. Like, I don't think that any company could make a better masterpiece Megatron.
I disagree, because, like, dude, that looks a little chunky, the paint up there.
I like it, really.
It looks orange peely to me. Like, I don't know, man.
I think that's part of the look. I think that's what they were going for, but...
I guess... Hey, Ming, sorry.
I do... Yeah. So, the transformation is scary, but I'll tell you why it's scary. Because I was freaked out. Because these websites freaked me out. They were like...
Well, yeah, those all those pictures of the
yes,
where was it, the crotch, right?
Yes, and I'm not gonna lie. I think this crotch is prone to break. Like, you can see if you look closely, like
it looks small.
You can see the places where it's gonna crack.
Yeah, it looks like it all converges on some small pieces. Sometimes they have to do it, you know.
It's scary, and with that said, I've transformed it. It's a fun transformation.
Could you do it 100 times? Do you think it would survive it?
No. I'm not going to test it. I'm not going to try that.
But even if you didn't screw up, do you think it would break after 100 transformations?
I think I do.
Okay.
I think there's...
And that's okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it, but that's sort of
that's
like...
a problem.
That's where I draw a line. It has to survive 100 transformations. It'd still be fine. Or it's like a collector's thing.
I agree with what you're saying, and that is an interesting point.
But I'm used to masterpieces being toys that you can beat the hell out of
You're right.
You're
like
okay.
an MP10, I could
MP10
transform
you
a
could.
million times.
And it's not just
MP01. I like MP01 as a better example.
Yeah, and it's not just this. It's like Sunstreaker won't survive 100 transformations.
Sunstreaker won't survive your 100
It wouldn't survive anybody. I mean, there's really spindly parts. The doors.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, they eventually will break. Like, 100%. They have those, like, pinned joints in them and just... break.
I think you have a valid point. But
that's still beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Talk.
It's
okay.
It's okay. I just want to say that like the transformation, the articulation is fun. The transformation I sort of compare. I wanted to compare to the MP Megatron G1, but it is more intuitive than that. Like this, like the first time was scary because there's this waist joint, and I wish I could show you that you have to pull up, and everything when out of the box is super tight, including these panels, and you feel like you're gonna break it, and it was terrifying. It's scary as fuck. I highly recommend that if you do get this and you haven't gotten it yet, that you do watch a transformation review before you transform it. And it's not because it's not intuitive, it's because you don't know where these instructions suck, and it's scary. It is truly scary.
The instructions suck?
Yeah. I don't understand. I'm sure it's cost savings, but they should, for the price of this, they should bust out some full color transformation.
Make them big.
Yeah.
Like, make the steps big.
I will say.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
big.
This is a serious manual. You know.
But I need bigger.
But do you know what's going on with that?
No, no way. That wouldn't do me shit.
Andy I was talking to Andy about it because he got his, and he made a really good suggestion. Maybe for a masterpiece, they should provide a link to the transformation video. That seems like a pretty smart...
Third party does it.
Third party does, but wouldn't that be a smart thing for Takara Tomy to have a transformation website where you put in a code? And there's no reason to put in a code. Like, they could just access it to everybody and have
their sales.
Absolutely.
Even. I mean, if they actually saw what it was, made it like readily available, I'll bet there's parents who are like, "Oh my god, that's what they do."
Absolutely.
I want one.
And we've all moved away from paper anyway for the most part. I like the paper aspect of it because I'm, sort of a archivist or whatever. But with that said, like everyone has their phone on them, so if they could push a button and watch their phone or whatever they're doing and transform at the same time, it seems like a pretty smart.
You could do it on your. I would need a TV. I'm old, man.
Yeah,
I need a big old TV and sit really close with a pause button.
Maybe you should. Maybe you should get glasses. Have you ever had glasses? You had glasses, didn't you?
Like a long time ago.
You just refused to wear them?
Sort of.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
I'm probably blind.
I am blind without my glasses.
I'm not blind. I just struggle a lot.
Get glasses.
I guess.
It does come with apparently this is like a, hey, be careful.
Oh, don't blow this part up.
Don't fuck up. But I can't understand it, and it doesn't. I don't read it well. So it's sort of useless unless you can. I don't know. Maybe they should put more like red or something. Red always is a good warning sign. With that said, I do think Masterpiece Megatron is fighting for Toy of the Year. I love it. Like, it's imposing, and I know you don't care, but I like to do like this is like, I mean, comparing.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, I mean they did a really good job. Like, again, as we go with the masterpieces. They're going to get better because I think that they started using the digital transformations or the
way they did it
source,
in the cartoon,
right?
Or at least close to it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Whereas the first series, I think they developed the toys before the cartoon, and they sort of made some compromises. Whereas later on, as they went, they just basically designed the two together. Other things I want to say about it, the Dino Mode is cool. It has the cool...
You gonna show us the Dino Mode?
No.
Okay.
So it's got the cool... I love light up features. It's got the cool light eyes.
Yeah, that looks sweet.
I mean, that's so cool. So it has another feature that I do want to explain. And underneath this jaw, the mouth, there's a battery cover. And it's a real pain in the ass to get out.
Bet.
So I got it out, and I put in some dead batteries. And I guess it's supposed to do like the Japanese character's voice, and the dead batteries didn't work. I could have taken the batteries from his head and put them in there, but I didn't have any LR44s, so I just gave up because I was frustrated. I should probably do it just for the fun.
Did you pull the dead batteries out?
I did.
That's good.
Yeah, although I have to say, I think 90% of my toys that require batteries have batteries sitting in them.
You should pull those
Yeah,
out.
I know. It's one of those things where it's like I always think about doing.
No,
but
yeah,
I know I'm gonna regret it. It's gonna be bad news. Yeah, I love this thing. I just wish I wish I wasn't so afraid of it. That's what's keeping it from being perfect. I love it. I really do. Oh, it does come with real quick different heads. And some accessories. We'll talk about them real quick, and then we'll move on. He comes with this head, which is the smiling face. I'm not a big face of that expression.
He's got teeth. Sweet.
Oh, I mean, yeah, of course. And this is his angry face is cool. I like the neutral face. I tend to always like a neutral face. Angry face.
Sweet.
Angry face. And then he comes with the toothbrush from an episode that you're not going to get, so...
The what?
The toothbrush.
Sweet,
yeah.
A toothbrush? Why not?
And then... I don't remember this gun in the cartoon.
That's sort of sweet.
It is sort of sweet. It sort of looks like a Shockwave Megatron, right?
Sort of, yeah.
Actually, it's a totally Megatron, right?
Megatron, scope, Shockwave, color.
Why don't I remember this episode? I don't remember the episode. He comes with the stand pieces, but he doesn't come with a stand.
That's some classic Macross crap they're pulling.
That is bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like the stands. I think that the only reason that Dinobot came with the stand was to sort of compensate or try to justify the cost.
Let's see the adapter.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to see what it plugs into.
Which part? This part?
Just any one of them.
Okay.
So what? So does this go with a Tamashii stand or something?
No, it goes with the Dinobot stand.
Okay. Does Dinobot come with a stand?
He does, and again, I think the only reason that he came with it was to justify the ridiculous costs. I don't want to stand for him. He's perfectly balanced. But the thing is he's expensive. Maybe they should just have broken down and put the stand with him, or not come with all the other crap to make you think he's got a stand. I do like the blast effect. Do you like?
What is expensive? What is retail on this?
Okay, so I got him from a buddy, Nick, who got a good deal. I don't know. I think I probably paid $250 shipped.
But what's retail? What if you don't have a buddy?
Okay, if you don't have a buddy, you're probably getting them from Amazon Japan if you're savvy, or HLJ if you're savvy, and you're probably paying about $270 shipped. And then if you're getting them from eBay, you're paying, or Big Bad Toy Store, you're probably paying $320. And then if you're getting them from Japan, you're probably paying $220. And this is, again, these are not perfect quote price. These are just like me spewing shit out of my mind, my head. I think it's a $200 toy, no doubt. Like,
yeah, I mean in today's market, it's easily $200.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. Yeah. Is it? I don't know. What's a $300 toy? Like
$300 toy.
Masterpiece Voltron.
I was gonna say like a Voltron, something like a big SOC, a modern SOC, like a Voltron, something like that. What else? What else is $300?
I don't know. Like, that's a thing. I think this is about as premium as you're gonna get for what it is. It's source material. I love it. I just don't know. Like, damn, it definitely feels like I feel happier with this than I did with Dino. When I got Dinobot, I felt sort of ripped off. Like, I felt like I didn't. I mean, I liked the Dinobot. I just felt like it was like, I think this one was like 200, 220 maybe.
All right.
And this one's not a whole lot more, but I feel like when I picked this up, I was like, yeah, I get why it costs that. I'm not happy with it, but I get it.
I actually think this one looks a little better.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is it what is it about you just like the materials?
Yeah, he feels heavier to me and more solid.
I think he
is.
I think he is, but I think he's got less panels and he's more compact. Like he's
because he feels. I know he feels hollowish to me.
I don't really get that.
Feel how heavy he is.
Okay.
Like this is he's way heavier, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
God. He's at least way heavier
Comparatively. Yeah.
He just feels like a more solid piece to me. Like this shit annoying. Like, come on, man. I know they have to have it, but
you just don't. I mean,
like, dude, shit hanging off my robots is just like, I don't like. He cleans up all nice.
Well, if you really want, and I don't because I like the character design, but you can pull these off. Like if you,
that's better.
But the thing is this is part of the character.
So it's no longer perfect transformation.
No, it is perfect transformation. You don't have to take them off. It's just an option, which is cool. But like, the kibble is part of the character. This crazy cannon, it's part of the character. And what I love about it is the character. It's not so much, you know. I get it. Like, ideally,
I have major aesthetic issues with Beast Wars. It's not the toy.
Right.
Yeah, it's not the toy.
Right. And that's fine. Like, I know that you're not the only one. There's a lot of people who have aesthetic issues with Beast Wars. I don't. I kind of like the kibble. Do I think it can be a bit much at times? Absolutely. I mean, this is a beautiful looking line. I don't know, man. I think I know I'm a hypocrite, but this is just far more. It translates so much more than G1 cartoon masterpiece, in my opinion.
Well, these are more advanced designs, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Just the stuff hanging off of them.
It doesn't. I love this. I think this Optimus.
But see, I'm a hypocrite because I like doors hanging off my robots.
True, I do too.
So I don't know. It's just.
But Dinobot has nothing really hanging out.
Yeah,
Like,
he's my favorite one.
Yeah, which is weird because he's my least favorite, but he's beautiful. He just looks like body wise, he just looks like a Power Ranger. I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah, he
just
looks
feels
90s.
top heavy.
His head is totally 90s looking.
His head is huge, right? It looks bigger than what I remember.
Well, he has no neck. He could use a neck, and he could use shoulders. Like his shoulder blades are all flat across, which is sort of annoying.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the character or not.
I don't. Again, like, I didn't think so, but like I think I'm wrong. So to wrap up, masterpiece Megatron, because we have so much other move up. I absolutely love it, and I highly recommend it, even at the ridiculous price. But with that said, be careful, and yeah, it is prone to break. If your transformation skills are similar to Brian's, you may want to. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be a dick, but like,
dude, my transformation skills are fine. It's just I don't know what the deal is, man.
You just break a lot.
My shit breaks, man. I get faulty equipment.
I did get. There are going to be some. There's definitely going to be some.
And you drop shit.
I do.
You knock shit over more than anybody.
Maybe.
And the whole thing is, your transformation skills suck too. You're just too chicken to do it.
No,
yeah. How many times you transformed that? Maybe
think,
once.
Yeah.
Has that been back in
yes.
in at once?
Yes.
Exactly.
But it's only because I like to transform. It's only because of the reputation that this thing has received. And when you transform it, you feel that clicking and you feel the stress of the plastic.
This is scary as fuck.
And when you hear that and feel that,
would it take you over 10 minutes to put him into a cheetah? Do you remember how to do it?
It's been a while, but I don't think.
But it's been a long time.
Yeah, but I mean, you're being a hypocrite.
How am I being a hypocrite?
Do you not do that with your toys?
I beat up all my toys.
I beat up all my toys the first weekend I get them, and then I settle on them.
I beat up mine a lot. That's the whole thing. My toys, I play with the shit out of them.
I do too.
Not all the Soul Chigokins. Those are sort of display pieces.
Oh, so you?
Yeah, but they're easy. They're not complex.
No, they're
it's just
not.
they're easy. You know, like Voltron. Like there's no.
No, you're right.
Yeah,
you just pull off the legs.
Pretty easy.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I do wish. Man, this crotch joint.
That's scary.
It's scary. Like, I'm
terrified of that.
I'm looking at it, and I feel like I'm gonna look at this a week from now.
If I look at it too hard, it'll break.
I think it's gonna break. I think it's really sketchy. This face, this head is beautiful. I love the articulation in the hands too. That's so amazing. I love this thing. I love looking at it. It's glorious in both modes, and it is a contender for Toy of the Year. But with that said, like, what else is going on Toy of the Year wise?
For me,
yeah,
Valkyrie. That's it. That one, and technically it was last year. I just got it this year.
I feel like we've had a slow year, but
I think
maybe it's just been.
Put this guy on. I mean,
yeah, all right.
Like, there's just not a lot for me. There hasn't been a lot. There hasn't been a lot I've wanted. You know.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of little tchotchkes, but I haven't really gotten any.
I think we're gonna get hit hard mid-year.
Yeah, I
like
think
late
so.
summer.
I think so too.
Like, would we be able to put the?
You could put anything you want.
Rook Bartley and Lancer.
If we get them before the end of the year.
I think those are coming. I think that the Legios might be coming late summer.
Yeah, that could be something.
I think what else? I mean, who knows when the Voltron 1 is gonna hit?
Yeah, that's
maybe
true.
late summer.
I bet you that's gonna be the December 31st. You know how like every year, like in Japan, something gets released on just December 31st.
Didn't we get? When did we get the first Voltron?
Like it was like December 3rd. I think we got it like to December 27th.
Okay,
and
so
we
it was
decided,
winter when we got them.
Yes, and we decided that it would not qualify for that year because we just didn't want to screw up our list. So I took my boy on a spontaneous camping trip, and we went to Walmart to get fishing rods because he wanted to go fishing, and I don't know where else to get fishing rods. I guess you could go to like
Dunham's, but they'd charge them.
Yeah, they would charge. I just wanted to get $10 fishing rods because my son is young and he just wants to cast a pole into the water and hopefully catch a fish, which we did not catch a fish, but it was also freezing cold. Anyways, went to Walmart and lo and behold, I found Soundwave and Starscream. I got you the Starscream. I got me the Soundwave. I did not get myself a Starscream, and I don't know why.
Which you should have over that, because that doesn't have an alt mode.
So what is this? Like,
I don't know.
I gotta be honest. I really like the robot mode, and I'm gonna transform
Have you put it in the Cybertronian mode?
What isn't this is the mode that I know?
No, there's a mode from the first episode. If you get the box and you put it under a black light, it shows it.
Bullshit.
I shit you. Where's the box?
Bullshit.
I can show.
It's
come
got.
on, I'll show
You
right
gotta
here.
be kidding me.
If you, I can't, dude.
A black light.
If you look at that,
Who's got
look at the fine detail. Look. If
you're out of your mind.
No, look. If you look, you'll see it. Hold it in the light and look sideways.
Oh my god.
You'll see engraving on it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You're for real,
Yeah, that's
dude.
a Cybertronian mode.
Holy
dude.
shit.
Yeah, that's like.
That's some trickster stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Somebody's a nerd.
My mind just got blown.
Yeah, someone's a nerd at Hasbro for sure.
That is really nerdy. Wow. But even that mode is like, what is that?
Yeah,
what
it's
is
just
that?
a thing standing up. Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
good. Like a phaser from
right.
Star Trek. But, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That
pretty
blew my
neat, huh?
mind. With this though, I gotta say, like, just make him a cassette player. I know no kid knows what a cassette player is. I know it's completely irrelevant.
Yeah, but we want him to be a box.
But like, what's the difference between a box and
It's
this?
that. Yeah, like that doesn't look like. Is it a submarine or a spaceship? Or
I do not know. At best, it has this little like cockpit area.
Wow.
It kind of looks like I want to say it looks like a SDF-1 type vehicle. I don't know.
Sort of. It could be Vavilos, or it could be Six Shot in one of his weird modes that nobody.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it. It's not fun because of that. But with that said, the robot mode is awesome, and I'm gonna transform it while you tell me about Starscream.
You know what? I was very critical of this toy because like it'd be sweet if like he wasn't like the, like,
Can I see it real quick?
Yeah. Like I was like, yeah, it's basically a jet with a robot underneath, but I mean.
It looks cool. It's just, you're right. It does. It's a big chunk.
And it's like my other issue is I'm gonna transform it too because
ooh, double transformation.
Yeah.
Who's gonna? I got a little head start. I'm gonna.
No, I don't need a head start. You can go for it.
All right.
You'll probably
Transformer races.
Transformer.
See now my just like nature.
With the chest piece, there's no way around it.
Oh really?
Yeah, because it just pops. It's not broken.
Oh, but it's. Hasbro really needs to put pins back in their Transformers. Yeah. Ironhide had a big problem with that. To be honest with you, I think a lot of their toys has. It's like, how expensive is the pin process?
I doubt it. It's probably time. I don't know. For this one, it feels like a mistake. It's even got holes for pins, and they didn't put it.
Don't they have machines where they just put pins in at this point?
I would imagine, but it probably costs a couple extra bucks. Or
you think so? I mean, I'm sure there's costs involved, but like, I mean, penny. But I mean, I guess if you're producing 100,000 pieces, that penny adds up, and hence why we don't
and I mean, they might have to move it to a different facility. Who knows? But the one thing, like, what pisses me off is here, I'm just going to unfold the robot really quick so you can see it. Okay, you get the robot here. Here, the jet, you could literally, like, is connected by...
Oh, boy.
It's like you have a jet that's, like, it's like, what the hell? It's okay, but...
So does it just, like, essentially unfold into a robot?
Pretty much.
I mean, I guess that's what a Transformer is, but
But I mean, the whole thing is he looks pretty good, and the one saving grace that he does have is when you actually fold his like shoulder things, his jetpack up, they attach to his shoulders, which makes it back into being like, it sort of makes it feel a little bit more natural.
Mm-hmm.
Or just makes it feel like more like it's all one piece. But, you know, I mean, he looks strong looking robot. Yeah, it's like,
we're gonna trade in a minute because I really want to see that.
Yeah, his bot mode is strong, very strong actually.
And that's the saving grace of Soundwave, is that he's got an incredible looking, like. To be honest with you, I think it's not masterpiece, but it looks great. You know what else I like about it? Look how intense this is. Wow, like, that's got a lot. That is. Why didn't he come with a cassette? Do you think it would have been nice? No, I think that should have happened, especially with such a lackluster transformation. I think a cassette would have added value. Again, I don't know what's involved in the manufacturing cost, but I think a cassette is
transform this guy to a jet, because
transform that to a thing.
I'll try. But seriously, that's it's not hard, it's very easy, but it's involved. It does a lot of stuff, and it's like I thought they were just making it look like a jet with the robot underneath the like chins out or whatever, but he actually does enough in the transformation that I can forgive it. Wow, this guy's sweet. I like this.
Oh, I almost bitched about that joint, but I thought that there was no yeah, that's cool. Actually, this is actually a really solid looking robot.
Yeah, it's good. So is this.
It's a great looking robot. It's just that the transformation, it turns into nothing, so it's kind of hard to get excited. Like when I bought it and I opened it, I was like super excited. I was like, oh cool, I got Brian his Starscream, I got my Soundwave, I'm gonna go camping, I'm gonna bring this is gonna go on my camping trip with me, and I did bring it on my camping trip.
Did you open it in the tent?
No, I didn't. I wish I would have.
You waited till you got home?
I did before I left.
Oh, okay.
But I should have bought it. Like, how nerdy is that? I
bought a toy for a camping trip is awesome. Like laying in the tent at night.
It's the best.
It's the best feeling. It's like vacation toy.
Yeah, and
in a hotel room.
Yeah, my son even like set my little robot like on my like little like sleeping bag.
Nice.
And I was like, this kid knows his dad well. But his transformation isn't fun because you don't know what you're doing. Like, what is he supposed to look like?
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, no idea.
All right, I'm gonna try this while we're talking. I like the Starscream. It's a solid looking toy, but at this point, do you think it would be better if this was just...
I'll give you a hint. His waist, you have to fold it backwards.
So, his waist?
Yep. But not yet, but eventually you fold it backwards.
I'm just like, my thought is just to pull it apart.
Sorta, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll have too much... I don't understand when you say the waist, what do you mean?
His waist folds like backward, like just his waist, flip his waist
like rotate.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There.
Rotate was the word I was looking for. Yeah. No, I don't know if I have the. I always get like this anxiety about transforming on camera because I feel like I'm wasting people's time with me just staring at a toy.
I think people like it when they try and like watching a transformation video is one thing, but watching someone figure it out, it's something totally different. You know,
that's a good point. Do these just kick back or do they hide in?
They just kick back.
Okay, so then I remember you pulled that down. Yeah. So. Should I take it off?
You can, yeah. I mean, if you don't, it'll fall.
Oh wow, that sucks.
Yeah, they gotta fix that.
They do have to fix that.
I tried like a few times, and I know that transformation well. I tried a few times to get it without falling. Nope, couldn't do it. Nope, fell off every time.
So, with now that we've had a lot of Siege toys and we've had some hits and misses, where do you rank it? Do you still think it's solid?
Siege?
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. I think this whole age is one of the best.
Really?
I think so. I mean, I think it might even go down as better than Power of the Primes.
Power of the Primes.
Wait, what are the Headmaster ones? Are those Power
Titans Returns?
Titans Returns, I'm sorry. Titans Returns. Which are really good.
Yeah, they were good.
I think these are at least as good.
Yeah.
At least as good.
Well, these hit that G1 nerve for everyone.
Yeah.
He does have a lot of scratches and paint blotches.
That's annoying, yeah.
It is annoying,
Get rid of it.
Do you think get rid of it totally or just chill it out? Because I do kind of like that they look battle worn. I just think it's a little too
it's a little too heavy. I wonder if that would be a cool thing to include with toys. It's like if you could weather it yourself, but you could wipe it off.
So sort of
you
like
could customize your own sort of robot.
Would you do it though? Do you remember those? When we?
I painted the statues that came with the paints, yes, and I loved them more than anything.
The statues that came with the paints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They come with like the 8 colors and the little brush. And
I do remember, but that was part of it. But I guess you would compare it to like stickers for an action figure, so
which I really enjoy.
I do enjoy that.
Like I think that you couldn't really do stickers on it, but I think that would be a pretty cool thing to do. Is include paints that you can paint.
You could wipe it off. That's kind of interesting.
Wipe it off, or like. I don't know.
It reminds me of...
There's not a chance that would ever happen.
Do you remember that cool, when we were kids, there was a car, like, crash set where you put, like, the aluminum foil over the car base and you would crash it and then you could reconstruct it? Do you know what I'm talking about?
You're killing me. I'm having...
Or crack-ups. Do you remember crack-ups?
Crack-ups. Like Transformers, right?
They were great.
They would hit and like a panel would flip over.
Yeah,
right?
It was the He-Man and it was the same action feature as the He-Man and Skeletor battle armor.
Yep.
Where you had the chest piece.
Loved those.
I love those too.
Those reinvigorated my interest in He-Man.
In He-Man?
Yeah.
They were great.
And those came out a little late, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
they were later.
Badass.
I think
sweet.
I think they were like as someone who's like OCD, like you know how like a big trend now with kids is like spinners. It's not really a trend anymore, but like clicking buttons and like super ADDs.
Yeah.
I feel like the battle armor He-Man and Skeletor and the crack-up cars was our generation's like ADD toy.
Who was my best?
It's like clicking a pen. It's like I just have to do it.
You ever play Curse of the Cobra?
I remember the game.
That was a total ADD game.
How? Explain it. I know it's a popular game. I just don't remember what it
does is you would like wind it up and you would push this thing down and it's like there would be like these 2 snake things and you'd put these like onks.
Okay.
Like onk shaped things in a hole. And every time it was different. But if you put it in the wrong hole, it would grab your wrist and a skull would pop up. And it's like, that was it. It's just like, it somehow randomized which hole would activate the mechanism. It was
a popular game. Like, I never had it.
I mean, it wasn't even a game as much as it was just a thing. Like eventually you're going to lose. I mean, you can place bets. Be like, I'll bet. Like, with your buddy.
God,
like, you could play it like Russian roulette. But
I think my buddy Tommy has it. I'm going to borrow it or ask if he'll set it up. Do you remember the game when we were kids? And this was a great one. It was a Dracula, like, cutout. And I don't remember what the actual, like, gameplay was. But the ultimate goal was you had to stick your finger in his mouth and push down a thing. And it would, like, leave a red mark on your finger.
No,
you don't remember?
No idea.
I can't remember. What,
I wish I knew what you're talking about.
It felt like I remember as a kid, like it was so. It was sort of terrifying, even though you knew it was gonna hurt.
Sticking your finger in Dracula's mouth.
Yeah. And it leaves a red mark. And I remember. I
I
didn't want to play. It was sort of like the game Mousetrap. You don't want to play the game, but you want to play. You want to set that shit up. Like the whole purpose of the game is just to set up Mousetrap. Like, you don't want to really play the actual game. You just want to push the button and get the mousetrap going. I think that's how this Dracula game was. I just want to stick my finger in Dracula's mouth and have him put blood on me. All right, I can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
I can't.
You're just annoyed?
Yeah, I'm annoyed.
You're annoyed.
Hold on.
Oh, wow, you're really just not feeling this, huh? Okay, that's fine.
I think I'm just more, like...
Yeah, talk.
I just gotta talk.
Yeah, talk.
So, a few things talk about. Should we talk about the good or the bad first?
Of what?
Of what I have on my agenda. Do you like bad? Do you like more positive? The positive is.
I need to hear something positive.
Okay, positive.
I'm stressed out. Yeah.
I really like the Joker trailer.
Oh my, yeah.
That's positive, right?
Before I saw that trailer, I'm like, dude, there's no way they can make the movie interesting. And I love Joaquin Phoenix, but who gives a shit about the? Look.
Yeah.
I do care about the Joker, but is a movie about the Joker? I don't know, man. And I saw that trailer, and it changed. Yeah.
It's like gonna be like Scorsese's Joker.
Yeah,
you know?
It's got De Niro in it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that doesn't even matter.
Is it gonna get an R rating, or are they gonna push it to PG-13? It looks like an R. It looks
like
a
a hard R.
I'm okay with that, man.
Yeah.
I think DC characters work best, and only because I have
R or just
just as individual stories. Like
when
I read Marvel vs. DC, with DC, I liked reading like the Killing Joke. Like I like to read a story. I didn't need to read Detective Comics, a whole run of Detective Comics, but when they came out with a really good side story, it always worked well for me. Like Sandman, even though Sandman really, I don't know, is Sandman part of the DC universe?
Yes.
It is.
He is now. I mean, he started off Vertigo, but now I think he's officially.
Actually, I think he started off at Hellblazer, and
which was still Vertigo.
Oh, you
wasn't
might be
it?
right. You might be right. It was sort of like same thing as Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing started off in DC, but I liked the Vertigo world. I don't think Vertigo exists anymore though.
I don't think so. I think it got merged or something. Man, DC scares the shit out of me.
I heard Shazam's great.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Me too.
I do want to see it. It's just DC scares me, like the books, because I've never like read it or anything. But like I'll just look at them and like, oh, I could get sick buying Batman comics.
Yeah, Batman would be
covers are just all their stuff is cool. Their covers, I love it, man. Just
oh wow, okay. So Batman Detective Comics just hit 1,000. If you're like, all right, I admit that I'm obsessive compulsive, that I have a need to collect. Like obviously that's why we're here. If I was a Batman fan, I think it'd be too overwhelming. How could you do that? Like, I mean, obviously you got
to know you could never have his first appearance and stuff like that.
That and like to know that I can never have a full run.
Yeah, but the whole thing is that you could have a full run because you get to pick your runs. You get to say, I'm going to start at this storyline. I'm going to start with this artist in this year, and that's how they do it.
You can start there, but we're collectors. We don't end there. Like once
you can't have every Batman, but you can have runs of certain things. I mean, that's how I'm doing comics now.
Yeah, like, so you got hardcore into comics, man.
No, I'm not.
And it started.
Hardcore. I'm sick right now.
Right, it'll change. So it started last week after we did an episode of Nerd Out. We went to a couple comic book stores.
Yep.
And you picked up Ghost Rider's first appearance.
Yes, I did.
And Ghost Rider #1.
Ghost Rider #1.
And it was very exhilarating.
Now, why did I do that?
Because you needed to spend money.
Well, what was I looking for?
Oh, you were looking for...
It starts with... I was looking for...
A Werewolf by Night 32, the first appearance of Moon Knight, which is awesome. It's awesome. I love Moon Knight, and I love that cover, that image, and that's a glorious piece to have. And you could not find it. Am I telling your story for
you?
No,
tell it. That's why I asked you.
So you couldn't find it, and so you had to scratch that itch.
Yes.
So somehow it became the first appearance of Ghost Rider, and they're awesome, glorious.
Like, I love them. I mean, I still love them.
I'm not a comic book collector, but it's pretty exciting to just know that you have the very first appearance of a character such as Ghost Rider. Like that's
yeah, I agree. Right? It's like because like it's like and I don't know if everybody outside of nerds understands what a first appearance is.
It's a big deal, right?
Yeah, it's the first time this character appeared in pop culture.
Ever. That's a huge deal.
Yeah, I think it is too. I mean, that's why I like them.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like
when I collected baseball cards, it was like getting the rookie card of like a Nolan Ryan rookie. This is the first. I mean, it's the same thing. It's like the first time this person.
Are
this
baseball cards still crazy?
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I collected baseball cards for years. Again, it's part of the compulsive nature.
I had the 1987 Topps complete set, which I know is a big deal.
The wood border ones. It's not a big deal anymore.
Why? How does it go down if it was a big deal?
Here's the thing. The 1980, let's say 85 to 1991, and then they manufactured, just like comic books, they manufactured in the millions.
Okay.
Like, you remember the 90s in comic books? Like,
yeah.
I mean, literally, like, Tribe #1 by Image Comic was probably a million plus books were made. Yeah, Youngblood
was a huge one.
I mean, the thought that these comic books were manufactured in such numbers is mind-blowing in today's standards or in yesterday's standards.
Marvel can't sell 100,000 of a book.
100,000 would be a big book.
Yeah,
but back then, Tribe #1 was a million comics. So same thing with sports cards, like 89 Don Russ. They must have manufactured so many boxes of those because it was at the height of the popularity. I collected cards, and it was the same thing. The only so I mean, I'm sure, I don't know how, I think baseball cards there was such a glut of companies coming on the scene. There was a lot of issues. There was actually some sketchy shit Upper Deck was doing, and it crashed. The market crashed. I think it's bouncing back.
All right.
If that makes sense, but it took a hit, you know.
Cause like, but 87. Am I mistaken that was a huge
basketball?
No, it was baseball. What was a big baseball? It was like It was neither an
86, but the thing is, like, okay, 86 you had like Jose Canseco, but some of those guys, like, you know, no one cares about them anymore. Like, that's the thing about sports cards.
people that stop caring.
Well,
after,
when the player is no longer active.
Yeah.
Or
like, would a Michael Jordan rookie be really expensive?
Oh yes.
What about
that's
like Bo Jackson?
No.
Okay.
No, but Bo Jackson was the hottest thing.
Yeah, he was huge.
The best card ever was the 88 fuckface Billy Ripken card. Do you remember that?
No.
Okay,
no,
so
I don't know anything about him. Like I said, I bought it.
All right, this is the greatest.
My
so
friends.
88 Fleer. Billy Ripken, which is Cal Ripken's younger brother, is holding a baseball bat and taking a picture. And someone on the tip of his bat wrote "fuckface" on it.
Oh,
and they released
awesome.
it. It's awesome. And there was so much, like, it was so desired, they changed it. So, like, I gotta be honest with you, I don't know why I don't just go on eBay. I don't even think it's more than $20. But just to have a baseball card that says "fuckface" on it.
It's C-3PO with this.
Yeah, C-3PO and the schlong.
Yeah.
That's the greatest.
I've actually never even seen it. I've only,
you have?
I gotta go find a picture.
You should look at it. It is so like, it is so...
Is he really holding it? Like, what is he holding? Just something, like...
I've looked at it many times.
And it looks like a silver...
It looks like a gold penis.
Well, that's... Okay,
and like, I'm trying to figure out, like, where it comes from. Because it looks like, it's like positioned perfectly. It looks like a gold penis. Like,
sweet for his shirt.
Yeah, oh my god, that'd be
it says Nerd Out, dude, that would be...
we would get in so much trouble.
If it had the Nerd Out and the Kenner logo...
A Nerd Out logo with a picture of the C-3PO with the gold penis, I would buy a shirt of that.
I would too. Oh.
We would get cease and desist orders so quickly. Yes.
If it's a recalled thing, we would. It's been recalled.
Yes, but it's got a picture of C-3PO's face. It's not. Yeah. It's Star Wars. You can't mess with Star Wars.
Can we cut the face off?
No.
Well, we don't have to sell it. I just want one for myself.
Let's just produce one.
We gotta produce one and like,
maybe a limited run. Actually, if we don't sell them,
we'll give them away.
Yeah.
With a $20 donation.
That would be the greatest promotion ever. A Nerd Out with
best
C-3PO.
idea.
Oh, you got to see the Nerd Out. You got to see the C-3PO with his golden rod. It's amazing.
Golden rod.
Golden rod.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we went on a tangent, of course.
As we do.
So, the bad is we both saw the movie Glass, which was the sequel to Unbreakable and Split by M. Night Shyamalan. Is that pronounced right?
Yeah.
It was awful.
It was a worse sequel than Highlander 2.
I've never seen Highlander 2.
I mean, I love Highlander 2, but it's a bad... It's like... okay, should we even talk about it?
I do want to...
In detail?
I mean, I don't know about detail, but, like, was it intentionally cheesy?
Yeah, I would think so.
You do think so?
But, like...
My thought is... This is my thought. So, M. Night Shyamalan had big hits.
Yes.
And then he kind of lost it, right?
Would you agree? I think he's done.
So then he came back with a couple good movies, including Split. People liked Split.
I didn't like Split until the end of it when I found out it was a backdoor sequel. I mean, it wasn't a bad movie.
Right, it wasn't a bad movie.
But it wasn't like...
It was certainly a return for him, though, right?
I think so. He kept it... It was dark.
Yeah, it was okay. It wasn't unbearable.
Yeah, it was bearable.
Unbearable, unbreakable. So that was bad. But so what I think it was, I think him and the studio was in a hurry to get something out there.
Yeah.
And it feels like it was in a hurry. It was useless. It was awful.
I don't know. I've seen rushed movies that were way better than that. I mean, it was everything that you wouldn't want to see happened.
It's like
that's what I felt like
The Last Jedi.
Sort of, yeah, a lot like The Last Jedi. It's just like... But,
yeah, I agree with you. It was awful.
But this definitively, I thought, ended it. I mean, if there's a sequel, I wouldn't want it.
I wouldn't want it either. I would tell someone to see it only to see how bad it was, but...
Yeah, you have to see it. I mean, if you love Unbreakable and you like
bad.
Split, I mean, how do you not see it? You gotta see it.
You not see it because it does sort of ruin the other two. It doesn't ruin it. It just doesn't add anything.
I disconnect it. Like, I still love Unbreakable. Like, that's probably my favorite Shyamalan movie.
Me too. No doubt. Sixth Sense is good too.
And I mean, they even brought the kid back, and he was good. He was my favorite part. He was actually my favorite part.
I think it was awesome they brought him back, but what a missed opportunity. They could have sort of made it like actually the whole series being an origin story for him having superpowers.
I thought
Like,
about
didn't
that's
you
what
think-
I would have
like,
done.
It would have
Yeah,
been
good
it
idea.
would have been predictable.
Yeah,
but like it would have been like it would
predictable's good sometimes.
sometimes.
Sometimes it's good.
It would have made a whole sense for the trilogy is if the whole concept of this story was an origin story for him.
Of him. Yeah, that would be sweet.
Win-win, right? It would have been
Win-win.
entertaining, but it didn't. It didn't work
We
out
would have
that
said
way.
it was predictable, but at least it would have been good,
It
and
would
it would
have.
have opened another movie up,
Absol-
maybe. And
Absolutely.
made people feel good. But this movie just made you feel all shitty inside.
It made me feel like I wasted 2 hours, and it did make me feel shitty, and it made me feel like I was watching a student film. I don't know. It was not good. We'll move on because it is.
Yeah, what else you got for bad?
Bad. I don't think I have any other bad. I have a good.
right.
Well, we got Endgame tickets, which was a pain in the
Yep.
ass, right? Thank you, Dave, on that.
He was online 2 hours, if not more. Get it go. Now,
That movie's gonna blow people's minds.
so
isn't it?
far, they expect it to do 800 million opening weekend. That is unprecedented.
Do you predict that every movie theater and every movie theater is gonna show any like they're gonna not show any other movies and just gonna fill? Because
I don't think so. I mean, I think I think they still have to have other movies and stuff. I don't think anybody's gonna go see them that weekend, but
It has potential to be like one of the most like event films ever when you think
I
about
think
it.
it is the biggest event film. I mean, 21 movies building up to it in 10 years. I mean, they're smart.
Yeah, I read a quote from and I know don't get too into this stuff, but I did read a quote from Chris Evans, or I think it was Chris Evans, where he was saying, or maybe it was Iron Man. What's his name? I just can't think of it.
Iron Man,
Yeah,
Tony Stark, Robert Downey, RDJ.
Yeah,
actually,
that that no one is going to guess where this movie's going to go. But that could be Last Jedi. That could be Last Jedi bad though. But I don't think so. I think that they have this. They know what they're doing.
I have a prediction.
I'll listen.
About everybody's worried that Captain Marvel is going to be too big a part of it.
Why? Why is that worried?
I don't know, because you built all
Because
this
she's
time
new?
up with the event. Yeah, you don't want a new person. But what I think she's going to do is just be able to put everybody in the right spot. That's what I think. I think her contribution is like, wow,
Ooh.
that was crazy.
Yeah, we just had electricity issues.
Yeah, but I
guess-
think her contribution, it might be either time travel or, like, I think she will somehow get everybody in the right spot. But by no means, I don't think she's not going to be the one who defeats Thanos. I don't think they would do that. That's just my prediction.
I don't really care if she does.
I would. All this investment to see someone else step in and beat their biggest bad guy.
Well,
I would feel so
I would
let
agree.
down.
I would agree that if it was just like if that's how it just wrapped itself up. My problem is I don't know how they could do this story without a time travel element.
Maybe Captain Marvel can time travel.
Right.
She has that ability.
Right, but
And
like
that's what I mean by putting people where they need to be.
okay.
That's what I think. I don't know what's going to happen.
I hope they do it in a way where you're blown away.
Me
Like,
too.
I hope it's not just. I don't know how they can do it. Like this is where a good writer and good storytelling really pays off. Because I think I could come up with an entertaining story.
Me too.
But I am by no means a writer.
But not
and
only that, but
storyteller.
you have to transition from all the characters that we've had
Yeah.
for 10 years to Captain Marvel. And you got to do it. You can't do it like Star Wars tried to do it because you're going to piss people off. They have to do it gracefully, you know?
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I think they will do it. I think it's going to work.
I mean, we're gonna see a lot of death, which is fine. I mean, we're gonna do it. It's gonna be tough, but I think that's the consequence.
I'm scared. I'm scared of the movie because I'm invested in Tony and Steve and Black Widow.
Another, you might hate it then because I mean,
No, I know they're gone.
They're gone.
Just let them go right.
Yeah,
Just
I
let them
agree.
go off
like
well.
don't have him meditate into the air.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and
that's
I think
alright.
this will be the movie of Black Widow too. I
Yeah.
think she's gonna be huge.
Yeah.
And
She doesn't have superpowers, does she?
not that
Okay.
I know of.
She's just a super agent, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with Hawkeye, right?
Yeah. And I think,
I think he's gonna have a big
huge
role.
movie
Yeah,
for both
I think
of
so
them.
too. I think so too. It's gonna. I'm excited. I'm not like nervous per se. Like I'm not as like I'm more invested with. I've always been more invested with Star Wars. Like,
Yeah.
And like to be honest with you, like I'm invested in something like that. But I mean, I can sit back and enjoy the ride with Avengers.
Me too. I used to just watch them and think they're good and all that. But,
Right.
But Infinity War really got me. It got me. I'm like, I'm in this. Okay, like I care what happens now. I used to not care, you know.
What's amazing about Infinity Wars is it's a long movie that sets up another movie that you wouldn't think would be rewatchable, but it is a very rewatchable movie.
Yeah.
That's again a problem I have with Last Jedi is it's not rewatchable, but we'll see.
I think Last Jedi will probably be a lot better after the new movie.
It's gonna get retconned.
Yeah, of course it's
gonna get retconned.
But the whole thing is, like, everybody's whining, oh, Rey's lineage, there were nobody. Dude,
I liked that.
Okay, but like, even I've heard rumors that they're gonna change that.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
But the whole thing is, so what? Okay, so Kylo can lie. He's a bad guy.
I agree.
Bad guys lie, or he was wrong.
Well, the thing is nothing happened in Last Jedi that couldn't be retconned, that couldn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, nothing happened that you couldn't be like, dude, no way. Like, that's...
Except Luke's dead.
No, that's the one
You think he's coming back?
Dude, he didn't die.
Okay,
I'll
take it.
He's leading the army of the dead into battle to destroy Kylo. We all know that's happening, right?
No!
Yes!
You think that's gonna happen?
Yes, it's Return of the King. It's gonna...
Okay.
All the dead Jedi from the spirit world are coming down in a shade of blue.
You really believe it?
I believe it 100%. Wow. You don't believe that?
I'll take it. I think it's cool.
You're gonna get Ghost Anakin. Yeah. Luke is gonna lead this charge. Luke is gonna lead the charge of Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, Yoda.
I need another drink for this time.
Yeah. You don't see that, and then they're gonna come from the spirit world down to Earth, and they're gonna battle Kylo and the Knights of Ren, and they're gonna save the galaxy. Henceforth, the end of the Skywalker saga. You don't see that?
No. I see Luke interacting with Rey, Kylo, like maybe training Rey in the spirit, like training her.
So basically, what Luke did, or what Obi-Wan did.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Return of the King.
You think it? Okay, I'll take it.
I mean, I like your idea.
You do?
I don't think they're.
Celebrations next weekend, so we'll see. I gotta be honest, I'm anxious. Like, I'm ready.
Me
I'm
too.
ready.
I wonder what I've read a lot of spoilers about the trailer. Which
really? Are they legit, or are they your Adam Zarkos or whatever?
Yeah, dude. Most of this stuff is legit. I mean, most of it. Like, I remember pre-episode 8 it all. 90% of it panned out to be real. You know?
Really?
Yeah, most of it did.
I'm just gonna move him for a second.
But I've stopped. I'm actually sort of done with it because I was getting worn out from it.
You are getting intense.
But what I did hear about the trailer is it will have a cliffhanger that the trailer before Endgame will answer. I don't know if that's true.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
The trailer that we see
at Celebration
will have a follow-up trailer and
that would be amazing.
Like, which just clears a couple things up that aren't clear. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's true. I read it. So
that would be amazing. You know, one thing they couldn't retcon. I was just thinking that wouldn't work. I think they could retcon everything except for, unfortunately, Captain Phasma's death. Which sucks because she had such a weak death.
Phasma's back.
You think so?
I do.
I do too. But
I do.
I think they're gonna retcon everything. I think everything.
Yeah, I do too.
I only have a few more things and we'll move on. I've been watching the Netflix Ultraman cartoon, and I'm just gonna, I don't know. So
is it good?
It is pretty good, but it's pretty good in sort of like I like anime. It's not like a challenging storyline. It's just like a fun, like, he looks like Iron Man.
Sweet.
He's fun, and I had a couple cocktails that night and watched Ultraman, and I pre-ordered that 3-0 Ultraman figure, but I think I gotta cancel it.
How big of a figure
is it? It's a 1/6 scale for like $120.
Alright.
But that's like not unreasonable, but like, like when you watch something and you're like, now I need an action figure. So I did that, but I think it was because I had a few cocktails.
Did you order the Hikaru?
I did. We talked about that.
We did talk.
Yeah.
Did we talk about that on air?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. That's it. But I do think I'm on episode 4 or 5. If you like just pretty typical anime, like, I don't think there's anything challenging. It's just like a fun way to watch 22 minutes here and there. I think it's good. I think the animation, I like it. I like it. Looks like he looks like Iron Man.
Okay.
I don't know the history of Ultraman. Do you? Did you watch Ultraman?
I know he had toys in the 90s at Toys R Us.
That's right. That's right.
That's about all I know.
That's right.
And he's of Japanese descent.
That's right.
Or, I mean, it's a Japanese property.
It's Japanese product.
That's all I know.
Yeah.
I like some of it. I think the aesthetic of it's cool.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't know the first thing about it.
Yeah, me neither. Other than that, this is awesome.
Did you have the Empire Strikes Back one?
I had the Star Wars pop-up book. This was my estate sale find. Black Hole pop-up book. Man, were these good. These were so good.
Why do they not have these anymore?
Do they not have them?
I don't think. I mean,
do you think they're not cost effective to do this?
Probably.
Do you think kids' imaginations don't need to go here because they have video games?
I guess.
I mean, do you I get the feels when I see these pop-up books. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I remember being a child and having the Star Wars and the Empire Strikes Back one, and I just remember hours of entertainment.
I remember Scratch and Sniff.
Oh yeah.
That's totally got to be a thing.
Like markers.
Those, but also the book where you'd scratch and sniff.
I don't remember this.
You never had a scratch.
I did, but I'm trying to think of how that would be. Other than a strawberry shortcake book, what scratch and sniff did you have?
I can't remember.
You couldn't really do a Spider-Man scratch and sniff, right? What would they have made? I think you're right. I'm trying to think of a scratch and sniff book that would be related to something that we would invest in. What would I want? I remember if it was a book of fruit.
I don't know. I remember
blueberry
was a flavor. I remember blueberry, scratch and sniff. And
I just had a moment, and I gotta check this. I think I had a scratch and sniff Sesame Street book, and I think
you did too.
I think you had Oscar the Grouch page, and it smelled like shit. I remember smelling it, and it had a really it was intentional. I don't know. Am I misremembering it?
The only scratch and sniff thing I remember is blueberry. Blueberry.
The smell of the blueberry?
Yeah, I remember the smell. And it smelled good. It didn't smell like a blueberry.
Oh, those markers were great.
I love those markers. I wanted to eat those markers.
Oh, man. That's the thing. They smelled so good. You just wanted to go to town on it.
Yeah. I never understood the glue eating situation.
I didn't either. What glue,
scared me.
Glue sniffing. I don't remember glue eating. Was glue eating a thing?
A lot of kids would eat glue.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, kids ate paint chips too. What was that about?
I don't. But I don't think they ate paint chips because it tastes. I think very little children put paint in their mouth.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm talking first, second grade.
So, glue was the thing that people liked the taste of it. I do remember, and I think people still do this. Is I liked to put Elmer's glue on my finger and finger.
Make a finger mold.
Yeah, and then I'd like to peel it off my
rubber cement. I was way into putting rubber cement.
That shit would get you high, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
I never got high.
I liked the way it's. I never did either, but I liked the smell of it. It's because it had that real
Tester's paint.
Yeah,
enamel paint.
But you could put it on your skin and it would look like a burn.
Oh,
and then you could peel it back and you would look like Fred Krueger style.
Yeah, no, that was definitely special effects shit. When you were a kid, peeling glue off was I'm disintegrated. It was super special effect, awesome. Yeah.
I miss making amateur wounds out of Dermawax. And
what's Dermawax?
Do you remember Van Bo costume up on Woodward? They used to sell amateur makeup and Dermawax, and you could get Dermawax in latex. And what Dermawax, you would rub it. You could rub it on your skin, and then you would you could make it the same color as your skin with makeup.
Okay.
You could put it cut and peel it back.
Right.
It's just how you would make wounds, fake wounds and stuff.
Man, I was obsessed with that shit when I was a kid. I think we talked about it, but the back page of Fangoria magazine.
Yeah.
Fangoria magazine was a thing that was awesome.
Yep.
I just remember having Fangoria magazine, and it was I was really into the gore. I don't know.
Yeah, because it was different, in the 80s, because...
Was it different, or...
I think it was different, because, watching all that gore, it freaked you out, and it was, sort of scary, but then it's sort of how did they do it? You knew it was fake.
That's a good point. Because there was an art to it.
Yeah, there's mystery behind it. And most of the good stuff was all done by the same three guys.
That's a good point.
It was Tom Savini.
You're missing big guy. Tom what's it called? Oh man, the big guy.
There's Stan Winston. He wasn't really. He was an effects guy more than a makeup guy.
But That's not true because didn't he do like Terminator's Eye and stuff?
No, you're right. He did. Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. He wasn't like who did American
I should know all this.
American Werewolf in London. I know this is stuff that we're
Rob Bottin. There's a lot.
Yeah,
of big
we're drawing
dudes.
a blank on like the biggest guys, but
I used to know him.
I know. I was into it. Like
me too. I wish that you know what. That'd be a cool thing to get back into.
I agree. The thing is
practical
effects are so expensive now, and I still think that CGI gore doesn't look good.
I agree. If I ever made a horror film, no CGI.
I would
for gore. I would have it all practical.
Like blood has to be practical.
Mm-hmm.
You can mix the two if you're careful.
Yeah.
But you can see it. Like when it comes to horror, like space movies and stuff, like you can do a pretty good job with that, like especially with like spaceships and stuff, even though I always prefer practical spaceships.
I like models always look better, but if you got to make it do crazy stuff, I get it, make it digital, but mix it
Absolutely. But gore, and I think the best example, the most recent, most popular example is even though it was done well, the Stephen King's It, like when I saw like the blood that was CGI, I just didn't understand why they needed to do it.
Because it doesn't look
fluid.
Physical.
It does
fluid,
look fluid,
yeah. It doesn't look sloppy or like it has weight.
Yes. So I guess that has a lot to do with why Fangoria has not existed. It's because it was an art to it. It's like you would read Fangoria magazine and you'd be like, hey, this could be a career path for me. Like, I want to get into this.
Yeah, because you get to see how they did it, and it would show you, like, all the some of the stats and the behind the scenes, and it was interesting.
Great. Yeah. It was like those Cineflex magazines. Those were expensive books. You remember those? Like, they would come out, like, once every 3 months, and, like, they were, like, really arty books.
Yep.
Like, they were, like, really nice tabletop books.
I'll bet that's how half the people in the industry now got in. Or like how they educated themselves, you know? 100%. I mean, that's what they were reading, you know? 100%. That's how people learn.
They were reading, they were buying the products, they were testing stuff.
Yeah.
I guess what's interesting now, though, is that we don't realize the advantage of having, like, the internet, like, at our fingertips. Because back when we were kids, slime was really popular.
Yep.
And now slime is really popular. But the difference is that you can just go and watch a video on how to make slime, and my kids do it, and they just make their own slime.
And
back
it's popular?
It's huge.
For what?
Just kids make slime.
And what do you do with it?
Play with it.
Okay.
They make different, like my daughter's really into it, and she'll make different textures of slime, different consistencies, and she'll have 10 containers, and she'll be like, all right, feel this one, what do you think of this one, what do you think of this, and it's actually really interesting. It's like,
because it's different.
It is, and there's different chemicals and stuff she uses to make different consistencies. When we were kids, there was 3 ways I knew of getting slime. The Masters of the Universe canister slime, the gumball machine, the vending machine, and what else? That was
Manglord.
Oh,
Manglord.
Manglord wasn't slime though, was it?
They came with it. I'm pretty sure.
You might be right.
I know one of his
Real Ghostbusters had slime.
Ghostbusters had slime.
Yeah. But you're right. I mean, that was it. Like the thought of
Aliens, the Queen playset came with slime.
I'm gonna consider that later though. Because
that was later.
That
was 90s. Yeah, they were probably using leftover slime
right,
from the 80s for that.
But that's right. But I remember going to grocery stores with my mom, going to the vending machine, putting a quarter, getting a thing of slime.
He-Man.
He-Man was the biggest. The slime pit.
You said He-Man, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
The He-Man slime was what my memory of when the 80s slime explosion happened.
Hordak. I don't know why I associate it with Hordak. Because you know what's funny? I never had slime. Never had slime.
I never had slime in the container. Like, I never bought it. For some reason, my mom never bought it. But I did have it from the gumball machines.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't the slime guy. But I think we were a little bit going out when slime was coming in.
I don't know. I remember...
Or I was just into different properties that weren't into slime, I think.
That could be. But
the slimy He-Man was, like, right when I was exiting He-Man, I think.
Me too. The slime pit He-Man was when I was exiting. Again, my only access to slime was the vending machines. But I do always remember Toys R Us had like the box of like the slime canisters, and I always wanted to get one. I don't remember what they cost, but for whatever reason, my mom would be like, no. And it's probably because it's slime and it was messy, but she let me put a quarter in a machine and get a slime. Man, vending machines when we were kids were the best, but that's a whole nother topic. You have anything else I do have one other thing. I got this. Yeah, it's not even that.
What is that?
So this is. I will talk about this, and then we'll wrap it up because it's. I got this.
I thought this was an accessory to something.
Yeah, so I got this Diaclone set because it looked cool, right? And it comes with this cool Diaclone book. It's just a model kit. It is a bit disappointing knowing that.
That is the whole thing in that box?
Yeah, it was disappointing.
That box is like sort of, wow.
It was disappointing.
Wow.
With that said, I watched that Michigan State game last night and just built a model, and I really enjoyed myself because.
Okay.
I mean, you know, building a model is really relaxing, just a model. But it was disappointing because I didn't know what it was when I ordered it. I just saw the word Diaclone on it.
Yeah.
And I went for it, and it showed up, and it was like, this is it. But
I had a game.
Not Michigan State.
Oh, I'm so glad I wasn't at my mom.
Yeah, your mom would have freaked out.
Yeah.
It came with a cool book. Tigers are doing well.
It's good.
So, anyways, to wrap it up. Masterpiece Megatron is a masterpiece. Be careful. Shockwave.
Don't transform it.
Transform it. I mean, if you're gonna do it, you might as well get a statue if you're not gonna transform it. Do it.
I agree.
Just be careful. I do wish that it didn't have the quality issues. Soundwave's cool as a robot. No. Just make him a cassette player. Kids don't know what it is. You know what? Advertise it.
Yeah, they don't know what the thing he turned into, what that thing is, because I don't.
I don't know what that is. They could make the Soundwave Guardians of the Galaxy edition, and then everyone will know what it is because they have the Walkman.
If he turned into Peter Quills, that would be a sweet.
That would be a sweet
that would be
crossover.
Sweet crossover.
That would be really cool. That would be really cool. And Hasbro could technically work
and the
that
tapes
out.
would come with the the tapes
the
would be mixed
volume
tapes. Oh, that would be
Ravage is like volume 1.
Yeah,
that is a good idea.
Sweet.
And then you like this?
Yeah, I do. I do. I mean,
I like it.
That's the goofiest jet you can get. I mean, especially, but I love it. Yeah, I think it's great.
I wonder if they could have done something to if they would have made it larger, they probably could have made it work. It's
I would love to see the robot fit up inside the jet, but they couldn't. It'd be $100 toy.
Yeah, it wouldn't be for this. Yeah. At least you can transform it into something. And fly it around.
And it's complex enough that it's fun to transform. It's rewarding.
Yeah. So that's it. I don't have anything. I
got nothing.
So until next time,
nerd out.
I went a little low.
Nerd out.
There you go.
This is scary as fuck.